driver in the seat, hearing cameras go click. Jesse James is his name, man, he's made for this shit. Lock it in, you ain't getting the hit. Get your bags up, or we taking your whip. Heaven's devil, heavy pedal, lifting off in this bitch. Out in space to the moon, once when we hit, take it off. Nothing powers this shit. The devil's coming out, then he's throwing the fit. Yeah, that boy don't miss it. He's angry and pissed. Came to take the grave, but the devil insists. Got a herd of angry horses trying to break out the lid. Jesse James is his name, fastest Billy the Kid.
Devil, heavy devil.
Okay, so Thursday.
Wednesday.
We were expecting to get the engine around 2 p.m., but we got it around 9 p.m. And
which is over 2 hours away, got it. Didn't get it here with the car, picked it up.
pulled into the driveway at 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
And then you guys went to town putting the engine in.
Mm-hmm.
Still no sleep.
Didn't get done till a little after 2, about 2:15 a.m. Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm. We all showered
showered, and then jumped on the road at 3 a.m. So 3 a.m. we left our area in Florida, headed north on 95. Made it to just south of Valdosta, Georgia, and blew our first tire.
Yeah. Right when you were about to take a nap.
Yeah. Unloaded the BMW out of the trailer. We have the Freightliner, crew cab, little semi pulling the trailer, and the RV following that. And we had the BMW, which is the push cart, in the trailer. So we unloaded the BMW out of the trailer and drove ahead and went to
Discount Tire
to get a new trailer tire. We had a spare, but it was a piece of junk.
But we put it on.
So we put it on anyways. Her and I hauled butt forward, got a brand new tire, put on the rim, threw it in the back of the car, and then actually we got back on the interstate ahead of them.
Yep.
They stopped to get fuel and stuff too. So now we're heading north again on 75, and we get up, trying to remember about what area that's in, like Tifton area, where we start veering off, and we load the BMW back in the trailer, jump in the RV to try to take a nap. About 30 minutes later, the spare blows. So we got to pull over again.
Yep.
Put the new tire we just got on. Now we don't have a spare anymore. Our original spare is blown in the back of the BMW, and now we're driving the car again, heading to try to find a place to get a second tire for a spare now.
Yep.
Which we do not find, so we drive all the way to Alabama to the racetrack with an appointment to get a new tire the following day.
Yeah.
So
That was fun.
we drive all the way to the track.
We get there around, what, like 3?
No, it was earlier than that. Plus we lose an hour because the time change. We got there like around 2 or 1 something. Anyways, so we pull into the track. We switch the trailer back to the RV when we get up there. The RV struggles. It's underpowered up in those mountains, so we use that little truck to pull it with. But the RV has a generator and the power connect on it, so we switched the RV back to the trailer, pulled into the track, started getting set up.
Yeah.
Quick brief rundown. Got 1 run Thursday, test run.
It started to rain.
Started to rain. Friday, rained all day, got 0 runs. Saturday, we made
4 test runs.
4 test runs.
Yep.
2 went down, 2 we spun. Got hot in the middle of the day. The sun came out of nowhere and got super hot. We didn't go down. And then went into first round of eliminations, and out of nowhere we spun again. Made a great run right before that, so I'm not really sure. We did make a few changes. Obviously, in hindsight, they weren't the correct changes, but at the time we thought they were. One thing I took away from it that I think should change in the future was there was 11 cars. There was a 16 car ladder, which is perfect. There were 5 buys. They ran all 5 buys first. I think in the future, the buys should go in the back and the pairs should go first, so the pairs get the good prep and the pairs are able to go down and not spin, because obviously that's what the fans want to see. They want to see some side-by-side action.
Because you pulled, who did you race in the first round? Pandemic, and you both spun.
Correct.
Constantly.
And that was going to be a really good race. Tony Harris, great dude out of the DMV. Pandemic, great car, tuned by Jack Green. Houston Dial drives. Houston's a great driver. Jack's a great tuner. Tony's a great owner. It was going to be a really good race. Everybody wanted to see it. If you listen to the starting line footage, there's a lot of people betting both ways. And unfortunately, we both spun. So it would have really been good to see how that turned out if we both went down. Unfortunately, that's, we'll never know unless we line up again in the future. But basically, Friday was just a lot of working on the car. We had a couple issues. Chris Nelson showed up. He gave us a hand. The engine was fresh, had brand new set of head gaskets on it, so we had to pull all the rockers and everything off, retorque the heads, did some maintenance on that water pump. We were having trouble with that thing priming, so we ended up switching it and then putting it back on and then finding a better way to prime it. The chiller, we have a chiller that chills the engine and transmission. The transmission side of it quit working, so we had to diagnose that and fix that. So Friday, rain out, a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. Saturday, 4 test runs, still a lot of work in between. And then unfortunately 1 round of eliminations and we were done. So there isn't much footage after that. We were 12 hours away from home, tired, running on no sleep. Our Airbnb, the hot water didn't work, so we were taking cold showers. That was a bummer, but it was a beautiful place.
But
yeah, so I mean,
Saturday after we watched a little bit of racing, we saw everything that happened with Jesse James, so we're happy that he was okay, and that was amazing that he came out of that the way he did. But we pretty much packed up after that and got on the road and started heading home. And now
I made it just south of Atlanta.
You did.
To McDonough, where the summit is, and I had to get in that, boy. I had to pull over. I was worn out. So I pulled the RV over, pulled into a truck stop, and I caught me a 4-hour cat nap. And then back on the road we went.
Yeah. We got home in a good hour, too. It wasn't
too bad.
So we're getting ready for the race on May 10th in Orlando Speed World.
Baldy White's putting on a race over there in Orlando. It's called the No Time Mayhem.
Yep.
It's going to be an anything on 28 shootout invitational. We're going to run that. We have a grudge race with Kurt Wins and the Kong truck where we have to give him everything in drag racing.
Which means?
Back tire, the clear, and the brake.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. But the only reason we're running that race is because it's close to home. The weather here is starting to change, starting to get hot. There's a bunch of rain that starts coming in, hurricane season, all that stuff. So it's time to put the car down, give it a little rest. We actually have the truck hooked up to the boat right now. We're going to go on the boat tomorrow. So it's boating season. So not much racing, but we'll go to this race next weekend, get some footage of that. We'll get that to you, see how that turns out. And then after that, not going to be much racing for a little while.
Maybe we can work on Little Devil.
We'll work on Little Devil. She's been sleeping over in the garage.
Yeah, she's taking a cat nap.
So anyways, that's just kind of a rundown of the video that you're going to see. So now you kind of have an idea of what's going to be in there. Yeah, so I guess check it out. See how you like it.
Here we go, guys. 765 484. This one currently resides in the frame rails of the Heaven's Devil. Back in here for a little bit of an update. We did some cylinder head updates, ran a new CNC port through them, opened up the port volume, refinished the cylinder walls, broke this thing all the way down, touched up the cylinder walls, checked it with the profilometer. They had gotten a little bit out of round from being brand new and just kind of the sleeves taking that first seat. So we oversized the bores, got a new set of pistons, and an updated piston design. So all in an effort to just improve, make the piston more stable in the bore. Just an ongoing search for improvement on this engine platform. This one here utilizes the Dart X lifter layout. As you can see, the non-symmetrical arrangement of the lifters, that's just custom in an effort to straighten the push rod and stabilize the valve train. This is, once again, utilizing our Dart billet 11.7 deck height block per the rules. Probably one of the only ones that truly fit the rules. Just saying. And we work really hard at this. Really proud of the strides we're making in just a few amount of runs thus far. Very powerful combination. We've got a lot of partners that we're working with on this deal to just make it as best it can be. All right, guys, as you can see here, we got the Brodix 484 14.5 degree Sunny's casting. We recently, between races, ran a new CNC port through here, opened it up the cross section, which we believe that this 765 combination is going to benefit from. As you can see, in doing so, we made the cross section so big in the port that it got into the head stud holes, and then we went back in and reamed the bolt hole, pressed in these bronze sleeves to keep from any oil being sucked through and into the intake port, contaminating the intake charge. Keeping a perfect seal in there with just a little bit extra effort and attention to detail. Very anxious to see how this new port program runs, and we're going to bring it to a track near you sooner than later.
So I'm getting prepared for our next event. We're going to add more nitrous to this thing, so I'm kind of getting prepared, getting the jets ready that I need. So I go into my jet tray, got all different sizes, all different size jets in there. I know the combination of jets that we're going to use. So I'm getting them all ready, and I like to check them in advance. You get a pin kit like this, it's got all different sizes, and grab your jets and you just run them through just to verify they're the right size. I mean, we all know they got numbers on them, but don't always trust those. So as you can see, this one fits really nice. I tried using the bigger size to go through there, it would not. So I know that one's actually the right size. But let me give you an example of one it's not that it's wrong, but it's just got some junk in it from sitting for a while. I don't know if it's oxidation, corrosion, whatever. I mean, they're stainless steel jets, so it shouldn't be. But as you can see, I'm getting this one to go in there, but it's only going so far, and then it's really tough. So you can tell that it's the right size, but it's just got some stuff in there that's just holding it up. So I guess the point in showing you this is you don't always want to trust what you read on these jets. You really need to check them, and you really need to make sure, because this could be the difference between hurting an engine and you know, having a tune-up that's all over the place, because if this is restricting, then it's also restricting your nitrous. And, you know, you don't want to restrict the nitrous, obviously. So anytime you get an opportunity, especially if you've had jets that have been sitting for a while, or if they're brand new, I mean, it doesn't hurt. Just go ahead and double check them. Get yourself a pin kit and go through your jets before you put them in. You know, spend a little money now will save you a lot of money in the long run. All right, so this was that same jet I was just having trouble with getting the pin through it. And I just took some of this Schaefer's lubricant and just put a little bit in there and then started working it real slow. You don't want to force it. But I did that, ran it back and forth a couple times, and as you can see now, goes through no problem. So it was the right size jet all along, which I knew because it started. But it had something in there that was just blocking it, and I don't know what it was. It shouldn't be oxidation because, like I said before, it's stainless, but it's something. And whatever it is, if it's prohibiting this pin from going through there, it would definitely slow the nitrous down. So a little maintenance, you know, some behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't see that you do. But in order to have a good program and make sure you don't run into little small stupid mistakes, that this is definitely key to do. Because I will be honest, I've ran into this problem before with my combination that I have now. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was similar. When we made some lines, we must have got a little bit of aluminum fragments inside the nitrous system. And when we pressurized the system by turning the bottle on, it pushed all that aluminum and got wedged in these jets. So we were chasing tune-up problems. We had unbalanced cylinders and we were all over the place, and we couldn't figure out why until finally we pulled all the rails off and we saw we had some clogged jets, and that's what it was. It was aluminum. So there's all different ways that this can happen.
All right, it's currently 9 p.m. and we're leaving at 3 for the races, and we are loading the motor up. And we're just going through Fort Meade. Got the engine in the back. It's gonna be such a long night. Was hoping to be home around 7, but looks like I'm gonna be home around 11. But it's okay. We got plenty of time. The engine's in good shape. It's refreshed, and we're gonna do this thing. Okay, we may have just airborne the Super Duty. Didn't see the railroad tracks, didn't think they were going to be that serious, but it was a launch. But we're good, Nothing's going to ruin the night. A little uneasy about possibly seeing some deer or hogs. But you know, I love my deer. We feed them day and night, but I don't want to see them on the road right now. So if you haven't jumped an F-250 over some railroad tracks, wouldn't recommend. It's a little bit rough. And the tire sensor came on.
going on here?
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
The Heaven's Devil crew, of course, which is some awesome help. And today is actually Donnie's birthday, so he's spending the day racing with us. So hopefully we have a good run. It went well. Driver's meeting's at 4, so we have a couple hours in between. What do I do with that?
I don't know. There's a box full of that shit.
Donnie, how did that pass go?
That was a pretty good pass. You know, we could do a lot better though.
Yeah?
It'll work.
Think he's happy with it?
I think he's happy with it. He is.
It's your birthday?
That's my birthday. 23. Times 2.
Test run 3. Forever grudge. Okay, didn't go down that time either. Alabama, you have some crazy weather. It was supposed to be a high of 78 today, and it is 78 degrees, but feels like it's 90 degrees in Florida. And within an hour, it feels like it's 70 degrees now. So, spun the tires, track got hot really quick, and yeah. We have driver's meeting in about 30 minutes, so we'll see what we get first round.